Did you know that a staggering 70% of adolescents worldwide report struggling with mental health issues related to digital media usage? It's a shocking statistic that underscores the urgent need for us to understand and address the impact of the digital age on young minds. We're living in a world where screens are ubiquitous, from smartphones to laptops, tablets to smart TVs. And while these devices have transformed how we learn, communicate, and entertain ourselves, they have also introduced a new set of challenges for our mental health. For adolescents, who are at a critical stage of emotional and cognitive development, these challenges can be particularly daunting. The constant barrage of information, the pressure to be always on, the comparison trap of social media, these digital age dilemmas can take a heavy toll on their mental well-being. This video will delve into the real-life stories and case studies that shed light on this pressing issue. Meet Jessica, a typical 15-year-old girl who spends an average of 7 hours a day online. Jessica's day begins with a smartphone alarm, followed by an instinctive dive into the ocean of social media notifications. As she scrolls through her feeds, her mind subconsciously begins to compare her life with those of her peers. The glamorous photos, the perfect selfies, the fun-filled outings, all seem to render her own existence rather dull, mundane. Jessica is also a victim of cyberbullying. A few months back, she found herself at the receiving end of a cruel prank that went viral in her school. The incident left her feeling vulnerable, anxious, and isolated. Her self-esteem took a hit, and she began to withdraw from social interactions both online and offline. Then there's the magnet of social media, an addiction that Jessica, like many of her peers, struggles with. The constant need to stay updated, to respond instantly, to be ever present in the virtual world, has left her with little time for herself. Jessica's sleeping patterns are disrupted, her concentration levels have dipped, and her academic performance has begun to suffer. These digital stressors have taken a toll on Jessica's mental health. She often feels overwhelmed, anxious, and depressed. The line between her real and virtual worlds has blurred, and she struggles to navigate the complexities of adolescence in this digital age. But Jessica is not alone. Her school counselor recognizes the signs and intervenes, providing her with the much-needed support. They work together on strategies to manage her online presence, to deal with cyberbullying, and to boost her self-esteem. Jessica's journey is a work in progress, but she is learning. Jessica's story is not an isolated case. Many adolescents worldwide share similar experiences. The digital age, with its myriad platforms and relentless pace, presents a unique set of challenges for our youth. As we navigate through this narrative, let's pause and reflect on how we can help our adolescents build a healthier relationship with the digital world. The relationship between digital media and mental health is complex and multifaceted. It's like a labyrinth where every turn may lead to a new discovery or a dead end. Let's take a deeper dive into this intricate maze and shed some light on some of the main mental health issues adolescents face due to digital media usage. Anxiety and depression, two monsters that hide in the shadows of the digital world, often come to the forefront. In a world where likes, shares, and followers are the new currency, it's no wonder that adolescents feel pressured. This constant need for validation can lead to feelings of inadequacy and can fuel anxiety and depression. A recent study showed that adolescents who spend more than 5 hours per day on social media are 3 times more likely to suffer from depression. Then there's the specter of low self-esteem. With the digital world being a stage for showcasing the best versions of ourselves, it's easy for adolescents to feel like they're not measuring up. Their self-worth is often tied to the number of likes or followers they have, and this can lead to a distorted self-image and low self-esteem. Our journey through the digital labyrinth also uncovers sleep disorders. The blue light emitted by screens can disrupt our natural sleep cycles, leading to insomnia or poor quality sleep. Adolescents need between 8 and 10 hours of sleep per night, but many are falling short of this because of late-night scrolling on their devices. Finally, let's not forget the alarming rise in cyberbullying, which can lead to severe emotional trauma. Adolescents are particularly vulnerable to this form of aggression, which can happen 24/7 and can reach them even when they are alone in their rooms. The effects of digital media on our mental health can be profound and far-reaching. Like a ripple in a pond, the impact can spread out, touching various aspects of an individual's life. It's a labyrinth that we're all navigating, and understanding these effects is the first step towards finding our way out. Now, let's turn our attention to Mark, a 16-year-old boy who has managed to maintain a healthy relationship with digital media. Mark is your average high school student with one exception. He has learned to balance his online activity in a way that positively impacts his mental health. Mark, like many teenagers, enjoys various forms of digital media. He loves the thrill of multiplayer online games, the interactive nature of social media, and the vast knowledge available on educational platforms. But Mark has set boundaries for himself, and this is where his story stands out. Every day, Mark spends time online, but he also makes sure to disconnect. He does this by setting time limits on his apps, ensuring he spends only a certain amount of time on each platform. He also avoids using his devices late into the night, understanding that good sleep is vital for his mental health. Mark is also selective with the content he consumes. He follows accounts that inspire him, educate him, and make him feel good about himself. He filters out negativity, understanding that not everything online is real or beneficial. This conscious selection of content helps Mark maintain a positive mindset, reducing anxiety and boosting his self-esteem. Furthermore, Mark uses digital media as a tool for creativity and learning. He doesn't just consume content, he creates it. He uses digital platforms to share his art, his thoughts, and his experiences. This active participation gives Mark a sense of purpose and accomplishment, enhancing his mental well-being. Lastly, Mark doesn't let his online interactions replace his real-life connections. He understands the importance of face-to-face interactions and makes time for his friends, his family, and his hobbies outside the digital world. This balance between online and offline helps Mark maintain a healthy mental state. Mark's story shows us that a healthy relationship with digital media is possible and crucial for mental well-being. His strategies of setting boundaries, filtering content, being a content creator, and valuing real-life connections are all approaches we can learn from. Mark serves as a beacon of hope in the digital age, showing us that the internet, when used wisely, can be a tool for positivity and growth. So, how can we promote healthy digital media usage among adolescents? The answer to this question lies in the adoption of a few simple but effective strategies. First, let's talk about setting screen time limits. We know that too much of anything is not good, and the same applies to digital media usage. It's important to establish reasonable boundaries for screen time. This not only prevents overexposure to digital content, but also allows adolescents to balance their time between online activities and other important aspects of life, such as studying, exercising, and socializing in person. But setting screen time limits is just the tip of the iceberg. Equally important is the promotion of offline activities. Encourage adolescents to engage in hobbies that don't involve screens. This could be anything from reading a book, playing a sport, or even just taking a walk in the park. These activities not only provide a break from digital media, but also contribute to overall physical health and well-being. However, the most crucial strategy of all is fostering open conversations about online experiences. Adolescents are often reluctant to talk about their online experiences due to fear of judgment or misunderstanding. As adults, it's our responsibility to create a safe and supportive environment where they can express their thoughts and feelings without fear. This means listening empathetically, offering guidance when necessary, and most importantly, respecting their experiences. Remember, it's not about completely avoiding digital media. After all, it's an integral part of our modern life. Instead, it's about using it in a way that contributes to mental health and well-being. And this is not a one-time solution. It's a continuous process that requires consistent effort and patience. In conclusion, promoting healthy digital media usage among adolescents involves setting screen time limits, encouraging offline activities, and fostering open conversations about online experiences. By implementing these strategies, we can help adolescents navigate the digital world in a healthier way. The digital age has undoubtedly brought a new set of challenges for adolescents' mental health. We've journeyed through stories and statistics, peeling back the layers of this complex issue. Today, young people are navigating an ever-evolving digital landscape that profoundly impacts their mental well-being. Social media, online gaming, and digital communication platforms have become integral parts of their lives, often blurring the line between online and offline realities. With the advent of these technologies, we've seen a rise in reported cases of anxiety, depression, and other mental health concerns among adolescents. The constant comparison, fear of missing out, and cyberbullying are just a few of the stressors that this digital age introduces. Yet, it's not all doom and gloom. Many young people are using digital platforms to seek help, find community, and advocate for mental health awareness. While we cannot change the digital age, we can equip our youth with the tools and strategies they need to navigate it in a healthier way.